Big trade going down a few days ago. Jrue Holiday traded to the Boston Celtics. So we know Holiday would traded for Damian Lillard. And then the Portland Trail Blazers flip him in a deal here to the Celtics. So the Celtics, they got a stacked team now season with Jrue Holiday, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kristaps Porzingis, the big man there. So Holiday traded for Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, a 2024 first rounder, and a 2029 unprotected. So right now, Jrue Holiday, he's going to want to stick it to the Milwaukee Bucks a little bit this season. And these two teams, they're going to be favorites, I believe, out of the Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks, obviously, and the Boston Celtics. So last season, Jrue Holiday, another solid year, 19.3 points a game, 5.1 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.2 steals, 2.4 threes a game, and 47% from the field. So obviously, I think his points per game are going to drop off. His rebounding is going to drop off a little because pretty much you got four elite scorers in this offense right now and only one basketball to go around for this Boston Celtic team. So they're a top-heavy team, no doubt about it. The bench, they're not really going to have much going on. But when you got guys like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Holiday, and Porzingis, that should be enough to win a lot of ball games and go deep into the playoff run. So Holiday right now, he's a third or fourth rounder going into most fantasy drafts, in my opinion. Now Malcolm Brogdon, there's rumors already that he might get traded out of Portland before the season starts. And he was a solid sixth man of the year for the Celtic team. 14.9 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 2 threes a game, and 48% from the field. So right now, Brogdon, he's a solid fantasy option in the later part of your fantasy drafts. Probably 8th, 9th round, you're going to look to get him. But we also got to see if he gets traded once again and if he goes to a contender or a team where he could be one of the main players. But right now, let's say he does stay with the Portland Trail Blazers. He'll be one of the main players on this roster here in terms of coming off the bench and getting a big role. At worst case is the sixth man. So Malcolm Brogdon, like I said, landing spot's not greatly ideal, but I don't think it's his final destination. And Robert Williams, we know, is a rebound and shot blocking specialist going in the deal to Portland. And we know Portland's got the new center in DeAndre Ayton in the Damian Lillard deal. So last season for Robert Williams, 8 points a game, 8.3 rebounds, 1.4 blocks, and 74% from the field. So like I said, if you need a center who's going to rebound, block shots, and he'll have a good field goal percentage, that's what you'll get from Robert Williams. And he's going about 8th, 9th round in most fantasy drafts. So right here, it's a good trade for both teams. They got Jrue Holiday, each one in the Lillard deal, who they knew they weren't going to keep. And they flipped them for two solid players and a first-round pick, which is a good move, in my opinion. But Portland's still going to make some moves as the season goes on and the next few weeks before the season. So Jrue Holiday quickly traded from Portland to the Boston Celtics. And we'll see if he could be the final piece to help this Celtic team make the NBA Finals and help fantasy owners this season enter in the 2023-24 fantasy basketball and NBA season.